So hi everybody and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 89 and in this video we continue with our game and we stopped here on Explosion Hole and I told you should make this offline because this is a designer job where you create a hole material and you style this hole that it fits in the landscape. So in this video I want to go to player die, which is again a function block which we have, and let me show you what this is before I dive into. So I started the game.
Let's see if I find
I
this
press here again a B and you can see we have here a camera shake. I can't move and it says die, and there will be also a sound which I have not here, but this one is just the start. So the sound is missing. We have here an error because I have here not connect this here accordingly, so this is not a big deal. So let's get started. First of all, we start with our key binding for test purposes. This test purposes place is, of course, later you have to replace this with the right place. In my case, I go back to the move steps which we made. I hope you remember this one. I have here a switch on string and then we count the steps 10, 20, 30, 40, and after this 40, right, after the 40 steps here, the tentacles will be visible, and the next time if you make a mistake you will die, because after 40 steps you will either lure the tentacles to the place with the stones, or if this not happen you will probably misclicked it, for example, or you just moved and then you die. So I simulate this one just here, but we have to think a little bit more here, so that's why I skipped this place. But you should know we will go here later again to dive in, but right now we want just implement the steps here. The first thing what I want is the tentacles here goes down. So I call just the function which we already have, tentacles down. This one will call tentacles down. So what do I mean with that? If we have here the tentacles, they are outside, we can see, for example, here. Let me show you this one as well.
Let's see if I find
so
this cultist.
You can see here the tentacles coming out. That was step 40. And let's say you make here a wrong move because gameplay, you moved here. Now, because you moved, the tentacle will go all time where the sound is, right? And then it's your sound, which means the tentacle will come and kill you. And that's exactly what we are doing right now. All right, that's why I say my first step, the tentacle, when I press B, you can see the tentacle goes down. And then we make probably here tentacles goes up here as well and die, and we make here a little bit more dramatic, and of course sound, and how the tentacles goes here up and you die here. This is not full finished, but yeah, these are the steps. So first of all, we make your tentacle down. You can make, of course, this teleport to your place, and then yes, I think we set this up next time because I have to talk here a little bit about other things first. The next thing is what we do is this get all actors of class, because you see this widget here. Let me play this one more time.
Let's see if I find this.
So you can see this this shaking here and this you died animation here fade in this slightly red thing. It's just a widget animation. It's very easy to make actually. It's just a fade, and you fade the text and you fade here this red color, this overlay red color, and I will make this probably in the next video. But of course you can just use the horror engine like I did. You just find the place where he used it. In my case you have to get the HUD because it's in the main HUD. And if you have the main HUD, let's jump in there. Let me show you this one. Oh, that's not, sorry. When you have the main HUD, you just find the main HUD and then you can click in this. You can see this is the main HUD. This is also where your cursor is, by the way. And in the main HUD, it's already some implemented animations, and here is already the die effect animation there. He got also other animations here. You can use here the damage effect animation, the glitch effect animation, which is already finished. If you like this, let me show it this one fast to you. For example, here we can make here damage animation, I think, yes, and glitch. Oops, sorry. and glitch effect here too. Let's see what happens if we use them too. So I start from here top and I connect them for test purposes here. Let's compile, save, and you can see these animations are already made, and that's nice when you have something which is finished. So
find this cultist.
And now we have this, you can see that was this glitch was this one, but I think he was missing one. Could be that the damage was missing. That's not so important. Important is you have here already finished animation which you can just use instead of creating all from scratch. But this diet effect animation here I will show you in the next video, like I said. But this is one way to get it, and of course I used here the old method with get all actors of class, which is most time not good, but for this purposes it's okay, I think. You just get all actors of class, search the main HUD, and from the main HUD you are just calling the effect which you want. That's I did here. Alright, then the next thing is what I want to show you in this video as well is the camera shake. The camera shake actually I did my own, and let's see how we do this. So you go here to your blueprint class. Best place is oldtimer blueprint class. Then not the horror, better your blueprint class. So you go here, right click, you go here to blueprints, and here in blueprints write camera shake, I think. Camera shake, but the problem is when you write camera shake there are many options and I'm not sure which one it is right now. Let me check this fast, which I made here. That was it not. Let's see where I did it. I have this one for test, shake test. The base class, also grenade. Okay, I have no clue. But that's bad. I mean, I have a clue, but I don't know exactly which one it is. The point is, you have here camera shake. When you write camera shake, you can see you have here different options, right? Camera shake. And you start with this camera shake base, but I don't know if you have to choose. I think I have used this one here. This grenade camera shake. But I don't know if you can just use the base one. You can test it, but for this purpose I just use this one. So you have to test this one. So you take this one, let's write here test shake 2. Let's open this one up and you see the test shake has nothing in it. So that's interesting. You don't have to code anything. The only thing what you can do is change here the settings in details panels, because that's it. And of course there are a little bit more things. In my case, I just change here the duration to 2. What I did, let's make it to 4, a little bit longer. And all other things I just keep it. So this one you read your own and check this out. And that's it. And then what you do is go to your place, in our case where we die. And then I just call, and very important, there is this node play shake. Play world camera shake. This one here, this node here, you get this one. And here, what you do next is select the thing what you just created. In my case, this test shake 2. I hope it works. You can perhaps also use the base one. I'm not sure, but let's see. And then you just get this epicenter. Epicenter means the middle from where the shake should be, and this should be your character. So that's why I just get the character. I don't think I need this one here. You make just you just get your character. In my case, I'm already in Horror Engine character. Yeah, that's why I can just make here self. For example, this one. No, this one not. Sorry. Just get actor of class. No, I'm sleeping. I get actor location. You can just make get actor location. Don't need here connect anything, because we are the actor. We are in Horror Engine character. Of course, if you are not in the character, you can just get it here as a reference, but then you connect this one here. And then what we what this one should work now. Let's see. Now I have 4 seconds here.
Let's see if I find this cultist.
Oh, there is no camera shake. All right. There is one step missing. Sorry. There is one more thing. I forget to set here. The auto radius is very important that you set this one. And to read here a little bit more, I just made it also in some minutes, this one here. As an alternative instead of creating a full animations for this die animation. It's a very easy, cheap solution, I think. And fast, that's very good.
Let's see if I find this.
So now I press and you can see now it's shaking, and 4 seconds, of course, till you make your animation, just increase the time. And then there are some more settings. You can make it more accurate than me. It was just for demonstration purposes. So this one is done. So we have the camera shake. You can see, let's use this one right now, the one which we just created. You can see I did almost nothing and it works already. That's nice. I like this. But of course, read the documentation a little bit more in detail if you want to adjust this a little bit more. But the next thing, what is very important, what I want to show you here as well, is after we died, we want all time disable input. You'll probably notice. So what you do is just get character movement. For example, in my case, we are in the character, so I can just grab the component from the component section, get it here, and then deactivate, right, deactivate, and just connect it like I did here. Here I did it, it's the same thing like so. And then there is something else. What you have to do is just get rid of the player input. Most time, because when your character dies, you don't want that the player still can, I don't know, activate some other things, because you are dead. So you should not activate anything more. And then normally it's very easy. So what you do is get player controller. And if it's a single player, the controller will be all time indexed as 0, like here. And then you can just go here and write disable input. And then, interesting is here is a strange behavior. I don't get this, why this one is behaving like this, because this one is the player controller. And it says here as a target. I don't know why. And this one here, the target is self. The target is actor. Target. And the target actor should be self normally, the player character here. And then you can make here a writer self. This one is not really needed, I think. You can just keep self because we are in character. And then you connect this just so. And let me show if this is working. So we can test this when I press B and B again. It should not shake again. Right, so for test purposes, let's see if this is doing this stuff. Play from here.
Let's see
I press one time B. And I press after died again B. So when I press B again, it should not shake. So I press B again and you see it works. But I want to show you that here is a problem with the player controller, which I encountered, and this can really annoy many people. And me too. Like I said, a player controller should normally disable the input, right? And you don't want, because you are dead, to activate anything, or in general not, right?
Let's see
so
if I find
the
this
problem is, in this case, when I get my weapon, I press B. Now the input is disabled. You can see I press B again, but strangely I can shot, right? And the problem here is that this horror engine has implemented anyhow this activation of this mouse. I don't know how anywhere else, not in player controller, because the player controller input is more or less deactivated, I think. I'm not so sure. And that's why normally I put all time the input in player controller exactly for this purpose here. So when you are deactivating the player controller, all is deactivated and you don't care anymore. And right now you can see I have still input. Right, anyhow I have from anywhere input, and now I have to search this, but in my case I skip this part, because even if I have input,
let's see if I find this
I think, yeah, you are on the way to die. You are not instantly dead in my case. So you can see you can play, the tentacle comes, is eating, you can shot, and then we die. Alright, so in my case it's not bad, but in general you want not that. You want that this player controller class is really disabling input. And it is disabling the input. So for example, if I press B, it is indeed disabling input. But anyhow, like I said, this one is implemented and I don't need to search it, but normally keep this in mind. All right. I think that is what I want to show you in this video. In the next video, I want to show you how you create this widget animation, because it's cool that you know at least one of them, and the other ones you can make. It's very simple made, that's why it's very fast. And yeah, read this again, this camera shake more in detail. I showed you a very basic one, but you can see a very basic fast solution. And the only thing what here is missing is also the sound. Of course, we have just add a sound here where while the camera is shaking. Let me see, can I add this one here as well? Let's play sound at location. Play sound at location. Let's do this. And this location is just again get actor location. Let's copy this one. It's again get actor. You can just write here get actor location. Yeah. Anyway, I press Ctrl V. It's faster, not to waste too much time. Just write get actor location, and then here, because I want play it on the thing, and then we have to find a sound. Let's see, deaf sound. Here is a deaf sound. Let's go to this place. Let's hear it. I don't know. That sounds more like flaming. I don't know if this is really deaf sounds.
I need to unlock it first.
Okay. Yeah, let's take this one here. I don't know if the sounds are very good, but perhaps you should find better sounds. This sounds not really like deaf. This sounds like nah, whatever. Let's test it.
Let's see if I find.
So now I die. And you can see it would work here. And when there's attacking, of course, the sound should be a little bit more brutal, I think. You know, the tentacle is attacking you and eating you alive, I would say. Then, yeah, that's taste probably. For me, this sound is not good enough, at least, but it works. You should understand just how to call it, right? So you can see there is still much work to do, but we have already did a little bit. And in the next video, we will go and dive a little bit more in this here in depth when we create here a little bit more. So if you have any question or any comments like all time, write it in the comment section. See you in the next video and have fun like all time, and bye.